have to apologize to all of you here on YouTube. I cheated on you. I cheated on YouTube today with Instagram. I went on Instagram. This is messy. I went on Instagram and showed off the new books, showed off the new single issues, showed off the new graphic novels that we looked at yesterday, as well as the 5 or 6 that I added today. And you know what? It did well. People came out. Someone came into the store specifically and picked up a book he saw on there. Other people messaged me. So I don't know. I was going to try and do 100 episodes at least here on YouTube before I made a decision. But as we approach episode 50, I'm starting to think that maybe I made a mistake and married the wrong Englishman. So definitely going to have to think about that. Probably going to do next Wednesday. Actually, no, next Wednesday we're closed for Shavuot. But the Wednesday after that, I'll probably do this again where I do it on YouTube first, on Instagram first, and then come to YouTube. But I do have some customers said they're coming for the. I wanted to get this out of the way. Let's look at the new issues you can add. We've got Archie and Friends Blockbuster Movies. It's Archie doing movie parodies, including a Deadpool parody with Pool Noodle. Cult of the Lamb, the massively popular video game drawn by the awesome Troy Little. DC Celebration celebrates Rachel Pollack. It's old Rachel Pollack stories reprinted as well as new ones with the characters she made. Godzilla Rivals Mothra vs. Hedorah. That's going to be a fun one. Monster High Pride. My Adventures with Superman, the fun Superman anime cartoon, gets a spin-off comic. Joe, a little surprised you didn't add that. Darcy Van Peltergeist and Ian Bertram return to the world of Little Bird in Precious Metals. It's an oversized 40-page series. Welcome. All right. Hey, you're picking up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. Let's get you those books. Just that, right? You're not looking for anything else?
We had another question if you're not helping anyone else.
No, yeah, what's the question?
Jakey, we wanted to ask you about X-Men compendiums.
With what?
Yeah, like with some of the stuff that they covered, X-Men 97 TV show.
Yeah, so the problem is that...
Operation Zero Tolerance.
Right, so the problem is all that stuff is being done numerous times.
Okay.
There's no collection that's going to specifically hit on that. They're doing a series right now called X-Men 97, which is bridging the gap between the show and the show.
X-Men 97 number 1 and 2.
No, they're out of print. They're doing a new printing of number 1. We can get it for you when it arrives.
What
it's
about
coming.
number 2?
No, we have no issues. Number 3 just came out.
Yep, we have
and and we sold out of the reprint of 2 with that.
Okay.
So we can get the reprint of 2 when that comes next, but one is coming, I think, the last week in June, or second to last week in June, when number 4 comes out. So the big thing for that, the easiest thing would be to do it on the website. Do you guys make an account on that yet?
We have not.
Yeah, so this way you'll get emails and rather than
Also, I looked at that Webtoon thing. Pretty
Which
cool.
one? Webtoon in general. Yeah,
Yes,
it's great.
thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Big question. Any ideas when another of like Sonic Rise of X comics coming out?
I don't know about Sonic Rise of X. We just restocked Sonic, so I got Scrapneck Island.
No, it was on. Wait,
the Webtoon, the Rise
Yeah.
of X. No, that's all on
Outstanding.
Webtoon if they're gonna do it.
What's the new Sonic thing?
Oh, we just got the Scrapneck Island, which is one of the
drop the
good ones.
compendium.
For Scrapneck Island, yeah, we just put the whole thing.
Where's it?
So it's in the kids section. Where the Spanish ones were last time. I was gonna say for X-Men, if you wanted to get the classic X-Men stuff that sets it all up, the Penguin Classic down there that says X-Men.
This one.
Yeah. So that has a bunch of the early issues, and then a bunch of the issues in the 40s, and a bunch of the issues in the later 40 numbers that are
these
important.
Chris Claremont ones?
Most of the beginning isn't. That's Stanley stuff.
Right, that's Stanley.
And then there's some Roy Thomas stuff, but this is Claremont stuff.
Okay.
So this is the introduction. Sentinels, like this is
Okay.
going to give you the overview of everything that every X-Men story basically is ever since. And I just think it's a really great way. Like this, you can get these, but that only has the Lee Kirby stuff. So far,
Okay.
they've only done.
Did you
Well, you asked me that on
I
Sunday.
read book 1, book 2, never book 3, book 4, or whatever.
Well, I can get book 3 and 4 again. If you go in the system,
yeah,
you can
but this
order
is
them.
the whole compendium of all.
Yeah, exactly. So this is
All
all
of
of
them.
Scrapneck Island.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem.
Do you want to get this,
What is
Jakey,
this?
too?
So that's
Okay, I'll explain it
that's
to you.
like the standard X-Men stuff. It's the original stuff, and then the.
Aren't they making a stand?
Wait,
bundle?
listen.
Someone probably.
Yeah, but
I
wait,
thought
wait.
there was.
Listen to what Menachem's saying for a second.
This is the old X-Men stuff, and then it's slightly updated stuff from the 70s, and then at the end it's got a few of the 80s stories that really set the tone for all the 80s
So they
stuff
have
that goes
early
on.
1960s
And there's good
stuff with
essays.
Stan Lee, and then they have a guy whose name I didn't know, and then the Chris Claremont stuff.
Someone just say Superman in there?
See, and even this is helpful. Like these little essays will explain like what happened to the title and why
What do you
it's
think?
changed.
Do you think we should get this too?
That's pretty cool.
Should we get it?
Yeah, but I think we should still look around. It can't be just like
But-
the end. We can't just come.
Oh, I mean, 3 books, but yeah, please take your time, look around. That's fine. I'll hold this.
By the way,
and
we
then-
live about 20 minutes away.
All right, well,
so-
I appreciate you coming in and grabbing the stuff.
I appreciate the delivery.
Oh, well, that's no problem. Yeah, that's a great webtoon. Just finished actually episode 280. 280 chapters.
Can you please put that back nicely? Thank
That's
you.
tough. It's a pretty
Here, you want me to do
full. It's a pretty full.
Here, I got it. You did a good job.
Let's see what we do. Oh, they're still looking.
All right. Thank you. Are there any other X-Men's that you would recommend?
Well, so I would say this actually is the best. There's
Okay.
Days of Future Past and things like that,
Yeah.
but they're like really heavily involved. You can get the big omnibuy of like the Claremont stuff, but it's like 4 of them for all of it. It's kind of
We
insane.
saw one the other day. I can tell you, we were in
Yeah.
a town I've never been on Long Island, Port Jefferson.
Oh, sure.
And
So red shirts?
I don't know, it says you come into
Yeah,
town,
little tiny.
But the gentleman who was working the
Yeah.
store was 22 years old. He was so kind to him. But the
Must not be the
companion
owner.
he had was like $120.
Yeah, that's the problem. The big omnibuy that I was mentioning,
Yeah,
those are
and it
100.
wasn't the ones I was looking
Right.
for.
And they don't have everything. It's not like you can't get X-Men ever made in
Okay.
those giant books. You can get specific time periods.
Okay.
So again, you
This
can
will
go
be
on-
great.
Yeah, and you can go on the website. Once you make the account, you can look for anything.
And
Just
you
a lot
like
of it
that
might be
better
out of
than,
print.
like,
Well, because
this?
that's issues 1 through 10 of X-Men,
Oh,
and you just
okay,
really
yeah.
don't need issues 1
Nope.
through 10. This has, I think it's 1, 2, and 3, and then it jumps to like
Awesome.
10, and then yeah.
Okay, and there's some.
Yeah, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. Then you get into the 40s, which is Roy Thomas taking over, and then you get into the end where it becomes like Sentinels and stuff. Like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we bought from you one of these revisionist Days of Future Past comic books.
Right. Sure.
I don't remember which one it was, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they do a lot of stuff. Look, the
But
problem with the X-Men
reviews
is.
of it were piss poor.
Oh
by
well,
the
yeah.
way.
That's so much of this stuff.
Yeah.
People reading it are huge fans, and they're going, "Oh well, this didn't do what I wanted." It's like,
Right.
right, but is it a good story?
Right.
Does it enjoy? The big problem I have with X-Men is that to order any of the stuff, like you can get the Dark Phoenix saga. You
Right.
get the Dark Phoenix saga,
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
but it's Dark Phoenix saga is just one part of like 12 years of craziness happening
Right.
in the X-Men. So you can get it, you can read it and like it, but
Finally read it. Okay,
Oh.
this is crazy.
No,
well, I have
Jake, you
Amulet 9 on its
you
own.
No,
I
he
own
owns.
one.
You own so many of these. We
I-
just bought another one the other
No,
night.
I own one.
You own one. We just bought you another one. You've already read 3 of them through school.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
I
take,
want-
of course, take your time. We have them all.
Jake,
You can get them different
I
ways.
reread them. In the front, with them.
I can put it back. It was in a weird place, actually. Frankly, it was not displayed in a normal spot, so I'll put it back.
But in a random spot.
honey, I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, Jake, is there anything else you're looking for? I think we're good. Jake, you were good tonight. Okay?
Before I go crazy in the shop.
No, it's all good. We'll make an account for different things.
Yeah, that's what I
And
said,
that
that's-
way, but thank you so much for
Yeah, no
getting
problem. And
this.
put in the first thing you should do is put in
You
issue
guys
4. of
finally
this.
sell Funko Pops.
Not really. I mean, we did. It's not finally. We sold Funko Pops when we opened. They just got out of hand.
Why?
Because they make too many, and there's too many books to sell. There are too many books to stock
So
to
you
have.
still sell one?
There's actually I've recently put on display a couple that we just what's it called?
ones?
People ordered it. It's just Spider-Gwen and Daredevil. Elektra's Daredevil.
Okay,
They're
hold on.
specific comic book ones. They're done in poses from famous covers. So people ordered them from us. Oh yeah, he's got some great comics. He's got probably like 3 pops now, thanks to being in a movie.
Yeah, and we have the little Lego keychain.
Oh sure, yeah, I've had those for. I've had all sorts. I've had so many different knickknacks on my keychain for this store specifically. They're nerdy and they just break
How long
over.
have you
time.
done this?
11 years.
That's awesome.
You just have.
Oh,
right there.
sure.
All right, perfect. Yeah. So make the account, put in the next Ghostbusters for sure, and then think about other things.
Yeah.
Specifically, the big thing that system is for is you can look through and find. Now again, if it's from 7 years ago, it could be out of print. But you can look through, you can find stuff you want, and then I'll send you an answer of, oh, well, this is out of print, but there's a new edition of it, or you know.
I get 3 free comics again. Since
Yeah, sure. That's what
What'd
they're
you
up
say,
for.
Notebook?
You want to know if you can get the free comics.
Oh.
That's what they're up for. Yeah, I want people to try out new things.
Thank you.
It's our
And
big
then,
promo.
awesome. Thank you. How long do I have to pick these things up?
A month. We ask you to come within a month to get them.
We come.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, it's the thing. It's the issue
It's
of.
just I thought it'd be fun to drive to.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a beautiful night.
Oh yeah, it was a great day.
No humidity does me well.
Yeah, I was.
Do you wear a mask just because? Because ever since I've met you, you've worn a mask.
I wear a mask because why would I want to lose out on customers who wish I was wearing it at the end of the day? But also, I have 5 kids. They bring home all sorts of
That's all.
disgusting disease.
You only have 5.
Only
You're still
5.
working on number 6
No, God willing, no. But
Actually, you know what? It's so funny. There's a guy who does clean water on Long Island.
yeah, sure.
His name's Don Wiener. I'm like, Don, how's the family? Ruckus.
Yes, thank God. Yeah.
No, but it's every time. And he calls Mr. Cooperman, Mr. I'm like, Leonard.
That's how I was
Leonard.
raised. I was
go,
raised to be
Leonard.
very, very
I know, but he's
respectful,
like,
but
Mr. Where
I
were
lost
you
it.
raised?
I was raised in the Bronx. Actually.
Okay.
But I the mask is. I think anyone who works in service and is just seeing hundreds of people, and it's not a big deal.
No. I was just wondering.
Yeah, no. The best is when I tell people and they go, "Do you have something right now?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, but now I don't have to worry about it if I do.
Yeah.
I don't have to think
I
about
know.
it.
And yeah.
Yeah.
No, because my wife was probably as crazy as they get.
Well, I have a brother who still wears a mask. Like I don't wear a mask when I go shopping. When I go do other things. For me, I get behind a counter and the person at the counter is sniffling, and I'm like, you should be wearing a mask.
Well, it's interesting because I was at Apple Genius store today,
Right.
and the guy was wearing a mask. I didn't ask him
Right. Well, I
because
would
I don't
assume-
know. I don't know.
I
him
would
as well.
really prefer if we got to that like Japanese culture thing, is you have a culture to
Right.
wear a mask.
Right.
But
And
for
you,
me, it's
like care about everybody.
yeah, exactly. And for me, it's a huge aspect is that because I wore a mask for so long when it was contentious, I have customers who come in because they know it's safe and they wear a mask.
That's good.
So like I should chase them off when I don't even notice I'm wearing it 80% of the time. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. Yeah, no, the worst is when people go, you're sick right now, and I'm like, you wouldn't even know.
It's elementary school. We go to
Yeah.
Robbins Lane.
Right, yeah.
It is heavily Asian.
Right.
And so they
They
wear
just
masks
yeah.
when they don't feel well.
My son went to school last week after a bad cold, and he was wearing a mask.
Are you happy with these? These are the free comics, right, Jakey?
Excellent. Yeah, that's a double. It's a flip one. Yeah,
Okay.
great. All right, enjoy them.
Thank you. We're
Of
going to
course.
sign up. Thank
Yeah.
you for doing
Oh, no problem.
Ghostbusters.
It's
and
what
thank
it's
you for
for.
being so kind.
What I'm here for.
I know. Have a great day.
You too.
And Jake, do you know your name? Jakey, do you know Menachem's name?
Yeah.
It's a really cool name. You don't meet many
Is
Menachems.
it Malcolm?
Yep.
Yep. Introduce yourself. Say, I'm Jake.
I'm Jake.
I met you before, Jake. But thank you. And all right, enjoy the books. I'll see you guys
Have
soon.
a great night.
You too.
We left the missus in the car.
Oh, well, then definitely. Yeah. Go. Let's see. We were looking at the new issues before they came. Adventures of Superman. I was wondering why Joe doesn't get that. Yes, Precious Metals. The same team that did Little Bird returns to the world of Little Bird. Very exciting book. Visually gorgeous. Scarlet, the latest in the Energon Universe G.I. Joe books by the great Kelly Thompson. Ninja Turtles Alpha. This is the launch of the new Ninja Turtle line that Jason Aaron's going to do. Just a little setup for you if you plan on getting into it. Ultimates. This is the beginning of the end for the Ultimate Universe. This 6-issue series is going to take us up to the giant confrontation of the Ultimate Universe. Bloodhunt Wolverine. Reprint of Mad #1, which is a big deal. Last Mermaid 4, Get Fury 2, Bloodhunters 2, Boy Wonder 2, final issue of Krakoa era X-Men. My friend Katie at Books with Pictures said that they're going to be doing a big morning party for this. Then ongoings, Birds of Prey, Lilo and Stitch, Poison Ivy, Scooby-Doo, Space Ghost, Under Ice by the Laphams, What If, and then a reprint of Ultimate Spider-Man 2. We also did, as I said, get a few new graphic novels. Again, I went much more into detail over on Instagram. There's a reel of it up on Instagram if you want to check it out. But we added Duke to go with your Scarlet. We've got the Duke graphic novel. We've got Infinite Wheat Paste by Pidge. This was a book that we carried in single issues and sold directly for the creator. And now we have the big compendium put out by Avery Hill. Ava's Demon #2, wonderful webcomic that's art just keeps getting better and better. Vampirella Year 1, already put this aside for Joe. This continues Christopher Priest's wonderful run. Attaboy, Tony McMillan's awesome self-published book now being put up by Mad Cave. What starts as an instruction booklet for a video game that may never have existed turns into a massive video game style narrative. Really cool stuff. Just beautiful. And Lightfall, which took a long time for us to get because it went out of print right away, volume 3. And I think that's it for the news of everything else we talked about yesterday, quite in detail. Why I got all this stuff, why I love all this stuff, why it's so exciting. And yeah, that's it. I'm glad you got to see that customer interaction. That customer interaction is one of the really interesting things I get being a store that focuses on reading, that focuses on just getting stuff you want to read. A lot of people really don't know. They don't understand how to order comics, where to get their comics from. And they come here and they want help, but they also, there's too many steps. Like that boy who was all excited and grabbed that Sonic comic. He was here Sunday. That's when they ordered the Ghostbusters, and he asked if I had that Sonic, and I said, no, but I can order it for you. And he said, no, I already ordered the Ghostbusters. But I ordered it anyway, because I'm out of that. Scrapnik Island is the one I get asked about the most. And boom, he came and bought it right away. Anyway, yeah, please keep in mind next week, we won't be looking at the new books on Wednesday and Thursday. We will be closed for Shavuot. I will be doing a live stream on Tuesday to talk about it. And that's it. And remember, God damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.